Okay, if blue and red make purple, does that mean like purple's the child, the blue and red? Like, do they tell it has to get up for school? Or this is a stupid question. This is a stupid question. Let's just get into the video. Um, okay, today we're going to be talking about fraction equivalency. Well, what does fraction equivalency mean precisely? Well, let us talk about it. Okay, so if I were to have, let's say, a group of two balls, okay, and I were to circle one of them, take one of them, that means I would have 1 out of 2, right? I would have half of the group of 2. I would have half of it. If I were to have a group of 4 balls, 2 3 4, then I were to take 2 of them, right? I would have 2 out of 4. I would have half of the group of 4 balls. If I were to have a group of 8 balls, okay, and then I were to take 4 of them, no, that's 10 balls. It's supposed to be 8. You guys can leave. Get out of here! Balls. Okay, listen. I would take 4 of those balls. I would have a group of 4 out of 8. Okay. Now, if you look at the numerators, you would see that they're all different. If you were to look at the denominators, you would see that they're all different. But if you notice one thing, they're all half of their groups. 1 out of 2 is half of this group. 2 out of 4 is half of that group. 4 out of 8 is half of this group. See, you have 1 out of a group of 2, 2 out of a group of 4, and 4 out of a group of 8. Which means that these fractions are equivalent. Okay, these fractions are equal to each other because they represent the same amount inside of that group. This represents half of its group, this represents half of its group, and this represents half of its group. If a fraction represents the same amount, then they're equal. Same thing if we were to have 5 balls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean 10 balls, sorry. And then I were to circle 5. That would be half of the group of 10. So that means this fraction is equal to this one, and this one, and this one. Because the fraction represents half of its group. And if you want to go further, remember how we said that fractions are just division. You divide the numerator by the denominator to get what the fraction is equal to. Because to get what the fraction is equal to, you can do this if you divide 1 by 2. 2 can go into 1 0 times. You drop this. 2 can go to 10 0.5 times. 5 times. 2 can go to 10 5 times. You subtract. This becomes 0. Get 0.5. And if you do the same thing to 2 and 4 over 8, you get the same thing. If you divide 2 by 4, if you divide 2 by 4, 4 can go to 2 0 times. 4 can go to 20 5 times. Boom, boom. You get 0. They're equal to each other. See, you got the same number. So if fractions represent the same amount, as in these all fractions represent half of their groups, 2 is half of a group of 4, 4 is half of a group of 8, 1 is half of a group of 2, and 5 is half of a group of 10, then they are all equal to each other. They are all equal to each other. And you can figure out if they're equal to each other just by dividing the numerator by the denominator. Okay. Bye. See you in school. Yeah, see you in school and do this. You know, like fractionize this and fractionize. Fractionize. That's a verb I just came up with. I just came up with that word. Don't steal it. See you in school.